wondering what song or anthem that is sung by the women you saw in this video? Don't rack your brain further. That is the national Nigerian women's anthem. It is most appropriate to celebrate every success that is achieved by Nigerian women, considering the rough roads through which they get things achieved. So says the Director General of the National Center for Women Development, Barrister Ekpere Etta, at a press briefing on the forthcoming induction of female icons into the Nigerian Women Hall of Fame on Monday, 10th June 2019.
It is with a heart full of gratitude to God Almighty that I welcome you all to this event, hearing the upcoming induction of 22 female icons into the Nigerian Women Hall of Fame, which will hold on Monday, 10th June 2019 at the National Center for Women Development, Abuja. The event, aimed celebrating Nigerian women icons of hope, forms an important aspect of my leadership philosophy of reviewing the long-held tradition of the National Center for Women Development, which has won over time. It will interest you all to note that the last time such a program held was in 2007. It is most appropriate to celebrate every success that is achieved by Nigerian women, considering the rough road through which they have journeyed to attain their present status in the affairs of the nation. The June event is held to coincide with the achievement lined up for the commencement of Nigerian Democracy Day as ratified by the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari. The event will feature the official unveiling of the photograph and induction of the wife of the President, Dr. Mrs. Aisha Muhammadu Buhari, in the second coming of this administration in the tradition of keeping record of wives of head of states and presidents of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
The criteria for selection are first woman, historic or living to achieve recognition in the field of endeavor, or a lifetime of achievement in various fields from the arts, athletics, business, government, science, medicine, education, and the enduring value of her achievement and lasting importance of the contribution made. Women from the arts, media, medicine, Air Force made the list for the forthcoming induction on the 10th of June 2019.
On the list of inductees are 5 posthumous. The first is the late Hajia Kudirat Abiola, who was brutally murdered at the peak of the struggle for June 12. Dr. Stella Omeyo Adadevoh, who lost her life saving the country from the wider spread of deadly Ebola virus in 2014. We also have Hajia Maria Sanusi Dantata, an industrialist on revival philanthropics who fed an average of 500 people a day and support women and youth empowerment. Dr. Mrs. Stella Okoli, heading one of the leading pharmaceuticals with over 50 products on its shelf. Professor Adenike Oso-Fisan, first female director and professor of computer science. Professor Mrs. Priscilla Ekweme Eleje, first female director of currency in CBN and the first female to sign on the Nigerian currency. Mrs. Folanshoro Alakija, richest woman of Africa. Chief Nike Okindayo, who has never seen the four walls of the university but lectured in Harvard University. Mo Abudu, first female to own a Pan-African television channel. Others are Ray Emir Ituna Hotuno, first female to attain the rank of Ray Emir in the Nigeria and West Africa. Flight Lieutenant Blessings Liman, first female military pilot. Captain Abimbola Jayola, first female helicopter captain who saved 11 lives by making a controlled emergency landing on water in the ill-fated Bristol helicopter. And Maureen Amadou, first female to coach a team club in Europe, and first female to make 100 appearances in the women national team.
She added that the induction exercise will henceforth be held once every 4 years to honor women who deserve a place in the Hall of Fame. The Director General also called on all states to set up the Women's Hall of Fame.
We want to assure all Nigerians that the induction exercise will henceforth be held once every 4 years to ensure that we adequately capture all those women who deserve a place in the Nigerian Women Hall of Fame. Since our focus is at the national level, I wish to use this media to call on all states to also set up their Women Hall of Fame to ensure that no woman deserving is left behind. We at the National Center for Women Development will be here to support interested states technically to achieve their goal.
Journalists asked various questions for more clarity on the selection process, benefits of the Hall of Fame going forward.
I've bought and sold, and that's an open secret in Nigeria. Are there modalities you've put in place to checkmate this? Thank you.
Okay, question. You asked how many did you inducted in 2007. In 2007, we have 27 inductees. And in the Hall of Fame, we have over 100, about 105 persons thereabout. I don't know if that has answered your question. Then another leg of it, you talked about, yes, we expect the president to give the women 35% representation since we've lost it out in the elective post. So in other appointments, we expect that we have 35% to represent, to help men be adequately represented in the scheme of things. And in terms of women development, we want the federal government to beef up to increase our budget to enable us carry out our mandate. Our mandate is very wide. We have a lot to do. If you really want to achieve our aim, I think our budget should be, we would like to appeal to the federal government to increase our budget. We have a lot to do. Women are lacking. We need to train as many women as possible. Over the past 2 years of my being here, we've trained over about 2,000 women in various fields, artisan, ICT, vocational, and a lot of other aspects of it. But we still look forward for improvement in our budget to help us do much more. I think we're done with that. Who asked the question? Are you listening? Then the second person's asked of why the Hall of Fame. Well, you know how tough it is for women to attain their goal in the society. It's always very difficult. There are some customs who don't believe women should even come out to participate in politics or to do anything. You are expected to stay at home. For a woman who will break all this barrier and come out to achieve or to attain a certain goal, she deserves to be celebrated. She deserves to really be celebrated, and we need record documentation to keep on women's success. If you look at the statistics of women today, we have about 50% of women, but yet women don't have the privilege and opportunity to participate in national development. So it is pertinent for us to keep record documentation on who have excelled and celebrate those success. Did I answer your question?
Yes, ma'am.
If I can make an appeal, maybe not necessarily a question. I remember while growing up, I used to watch Tales by Moonlight by Ken. I don't think she's ever been inducted into the... Because I believe she helped to shape a lot of lives, especially like yours too. And so many of the people that we've not heard their names. So maybe for future purposes. Thank you.
Trying our best to reach all the rural women. In short, I personally tried. That is how I found the woman who was the county, chairman. We try to reach out to the rural people. And you, the press people, can also help us. We may not be able to get anybody. But right then, if you go to a Hall of Fame, there's a hunter, the first female hunter, who shot in the barrel. She's inducted. So it will be our pleasure if you can assist us with this record. We may not have all the records in the world, because there are some women in some remote villages that have done so wonderfully well, but because of communication and inability to find the document or find them, it's difficult. So if you help us to get these rural women as press people, they will be inducted everywhere, but it needs to be, you have to find them wherever they are.
Judith, you enter. Today na Friday.
Let's come back a little bit.
Okay.